What's going on, you guys? The Las Vegas Raiders are still in the middle of their offseason right now, and especially in terms of getting their new head coach and general manager, which it's been a slow process. And we've been keeping you updated in our latest Raiders news segments. But today, we're going to do a mock draft, get a little bit crazy with it. I do think that the Raiders are obviously going to bring in some free agents, whether that's Sam Darnold or Kirk Cousins or Aaron Rodgers. I think that there's going to be quite a few moves made by the Raiders that do warrant a lot of, not necessarily criticism, but I do think that there's going to be some things that the Raiders do that I'm actually really excited about, especially because you have over $90 million in cap space. You got to make some moves here. And so, like we said, it's going to be really interesting to see how things do measure up here. But today, in the draft, as it pertains to the Raiders, we're going to really talk about best player availables and just kind of show you kind of how the board falls and just kind of go from there. So, in our latest Raiders draft, let's jump right into it. So, 7-round mock draft. Fix that, Colton. Got the Raiders here at 6, more towards the PFF side of things, as well as the care per positional value and drafting for needs are both relatively high, as well as we like to throw in a little bit of randomness because, hey, it's the NFL draft. Crazy things happen all the time. So going to go ahead and start us at the 6th overall pick and just really see how this thing falls. We're not afraid to trade down necessarily either from this position, but I just do want to see where some guys go and all that stuff. So right at the top here, the Raiders, obviously Mason Graham is a lot of fun. Ashton Genty is a lot of fun, but I mean, T-Mac, he is a huge, big-bodied receiver. I think he's Mike Evans 2.0. I understand that the Raiders, they got to figure out their quarterback situation, but if we're just talking about best player available and specifically how this board is going to fall, I do think there's going to be a run on quarterbacks, and I do think that Travis Hunter will go some point before this, and so possibly even Abdul Carter as well. So if T-Mac falls to you at 6, I think you do exactly what you did last year with Brock Bowers, and you take the BPA here, and we go with McMillan here, and I don't think it's that hard of a decision. Now, into the second round, this is where things can get pretty interesting because there's going to be some teams that are looking to trade up. My question is where do we want to go with this? So Gray Zabel's there. Gunnar Helm is there. Ooh. Lots there. I like me some Norman Lott. TJ Sanders is also a lot of fun. I think that he's going to provide so much value for. He's an absolute stud from a pass rushing perspective. Walter Nolan is also, he's an absolute hit. Now Landon Jackson, I think we're good at edge. Now it's really edge heavy here as well as corner. Could we find a scenario where maybe we trade down a little bit and still get a guy at that corner position or the defensive tackle position that we want to fill? Maybe even running back. Who's going to be there at corner? Okay, Porters, Alexander K, Melo Dotson. Nice. We could go ahead and get Darian Porter here, but and don't get me wrong, I love me some Darian Porter, but I do think we should trade down here. So we're going to trade down. Honestly, I think if we can get down to like 42 would be perfect. Ooh, the Jets. Can I get a 3? Maybe? No? Okay. What about a 4, 5? You know what? No. 3 is a good offer. Take it or leave it. Maybe? Okay, fine. 4, 5, 5. Let's get crazy with it. Cool. All right. So we moved down 5 spots. Let's see who went. So Darian Porter went to the Saints. That's fine. Xavier Watts. Let's see. Cam Scadaboo is still there. Cam Scadaboo is a lot of fun, and he's got that attitude, that dog in him that you would absolutely love. And I'm going to go Cam Scadaboo here. I do not care. I think this guy is going to be an absolute stud in the NFL, and I think that, just go Cam Scadaboo. Ooh. So we got a back-to-back third-round picks here. Jalen Milroe's sitting there. If he falls to you at 70, also Zaya Alexander is there. Alfred Collins, getting a little low on the battery here. Alfred Collins, I think we go with there just because of BPA. And then also Zaya Alexander, who's going to be there at corner? Melo Dotson. Honestly, I think Melo Dotson is our guy if he falls to us there. 96. And we go Jalen Milroe here falling to you in the 3rd round. Like, I understand a lot of people have their reservations about him, but if you can get the right guys around him, I do think that he could give you something. I do think he is an improved version of Jalen Hurts. I really do. Let's see here. Jonas Sinker, blah, blah, blah. Andrew, dang it. Okay. All right. Magoose there. I mean, 5 interceptions this year. I do not mind him. I do not mind him over the top. Jonas Sanker over the top is going to be a lot of fun. Barrett Carter. So we got running back. We got quarterback. I think we got to go quarter. And I think we go Parrish here. Honestly, no, we got to go BPA. Mabuka's there. Makuba, excuse me. I think that just him over the top is just, it's a mismatch waiting to happen. And then you get Jacob Parrish. Again, I understand the safety isn't necessarily a huge need for the Raiders, but Trayvon Morrig, I believe, is up for a contract extension. So that is going to be something to keep an eye on. But like I said, I definitely think it makes a little bit of sense here. 5th round, we still got 5 picks. I just want to see how this, okay. So like we said, this is going to get interesting here, especially down in the 5th round. I do think you got to go BPA here. Kyle Manangai. Honestly, he's getting up. Guys like Amir Abdullah are getting up there. Do we double down on running back? He is a lot of fun. And he can do a lot of different things. We already got Cam Scadaboo, though. Do we do it? Screw it. We said BPA. We said BPA. Jonah Monheim. Yeah. Monheim can play all over the place. He's played left tackle. He's played center, guard. We're going to go Monheim. So now down into the 6th round here. Things get a little wild here. Okay, so BPA, Curtis Rourke. Should we just go 2? Should we do the ultimate Patriots thing and just go Curtis Rourke? Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, so. Darius Alexander to Toledo? He's still hanging around? Let's see. Cam Horsley, Boston College. Dude is a tank in the middle. Reed, okay. Aubrey Banks. Honestly, Jackson Dart's going to be a lot of fun. I don't care what anybody says. Darius Alexander, I think just from a... No. Because we've already got a guy like him. Who's that D tackle? Nope. Luke Lakey. Fadil Diggs coming up out of Syracuse. Anthony Belton. I think you got to go BPA here. I don't think we go with Rourke, but I do think we go with Alexander. I think he's a good get here in the 5th round because, yes, I think that defensive tackle is a need, but I don't think it's Jackson Dart. Do we double down on quarterback? No, he's not going to be there. There's no way he's going to be there, so I got to be Johnny Walker Jr. Now, I like me some Johnny Walker Jr. My only question is this is going to be a move if you don't bring back Malcolm Kuntz, but I think they do bring back Malcolm Kuntz in the meantime. Aaron Smith is a lot of fun, though. He's all over the place. He really is. I think that just in terms of BPA and kind of / position of need, I think you go Johnny Walker. And then, Aaron Smith falls to you anyway. Cool. All right, so we got linebacker taken care of as well. Hancock, Hemingway, Brent Kuthi as well. Nick Martin and Brew McCoy. Ooh, I like some McCoy. I do. Ooh, Howard Cross. How does Howard Cross fall to the 7th? There's no way. There is no way he falls there, but okay. Ooh, Alabama A&M. Carson Vincent, dude. There's a lot of size here and a lot of things you like that you could work with, but I just think that maybe you can get him as a UDFA. Ooh, I didn't even see Samuel Brown there, so cool. All right, so looks like we got everything kind of taken care of here for the Raiders. I know I'm going to get some hate. I definitely am going to get some hate for the Jalen Milroe pick. I honestly I love me some Jalen Milroe. So at the top here, they give us an A. Hey, that's our first day of the offseason. So right off the bat here, we traded down after we got T-Mac with the 6th overall pick. He falls to you there. I think that's just a match made in heaven. Him and Brock Bowers are just going to get it done for the next decade for you. Then also Cam Scadaboo, where Cam Scadaboo is going to be a very good back in the NFL, and I think that him coming in, he brings that attitude for you that you just really want in your backfield. Alfred Collins here in the 3rd round, just an absolute mauler, stud. Him and Christian Wilkins are going to get are just going to get it done on the inside. I just love it. Eat up double teams, get after the quarterback. You love it. Jalen Milroe. So in the 3rd round here, they gave us an A for this one. Again, at this point, I'm not sure that I unless Cam Ward magically gets caught with a marijuana bong and falls to the Raiders at 6. I just don't see a position where the Raiders are going to be there. But overall, it is what it is. Jalen Milroe falls to the 3rd round. I think you could have worse picks. I'm just going to be honest. Also, Andrew Makuba. Dude's a stud over the top 5 picks this year for Texas, and I understand that Trayvon Morig probably is going to be back. Marcus Epps, Trey Taylor, all those guys, but Makuba's a stud. Him over the top in the 4th round is an absolute steal. Jacob Parrish really retooling the secondary here between these two guys. Like conceivably between Colin Scadaboo and T-Mac, you've got your 3 guys there. We'll see what happens with Jalen Milroe, but you could have 5. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potential starters in 2 in the secondary, in 2 offensively, and then 1 on the line for Collins. That's going to be Studley. Kyle Monangai coming up out of Rutgers. At the very least, he's going to come in and provide you a really good number 2 punch with Cam Scadaboo. That's good. That's really good. Jonah Monheim coming up out of USC. He's played every position along the offensive line. I think he's more of a natural fit at guard. I know that he's right now a center for USC, but I think that he at least could come in, compete, and at the very worst, give you a little bit of depth in that particular area. Darius Alexander. We did double down on defensive tackling because we got to get back. Like, I know Adam Butler's a stud, but we got to get back to getting after the quarterback, and Darius Alexander does that in spades. Please get back to getting back to the quarterback. Johnny Walker coming up off that edge, 8 and 10 sacks respectively over the last couple of years from Mizzou. Again, this is really if Malcolm Kuntz doesn't come back, which I hope he does and think he will, but I think he gives you a little bit of flexibility coming off that edge. Aaron Smith flies all over the place, going to be that. I think he's going to be what Divine Diablo was supposed to be. Like, let's just put it that way. And then finally, Samuel Brown falling to you in the 7th round here. I love me some Samuel Brown. I think he's going to be yet another weapon for this offense. And like we said, hey, they gave us an A overall. That's our first one of this offseason. I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. I'm McDonald's in this whole thing. So, but like we said, it comes down to best player available. What are the Raiders going to do? Are they going to trade out? What's going to happen here, especially in the offseason? But overall, let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below, and we'll see you on the next video.